I move we open the April 17th meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Second.
Okay.
Polling the members, John,
Yes.
Darlene,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
and I'll vote yes as well. So the meeting's open, and so it's a continuation of the Gary Shepherd hearing. Do we need a motion for that?
Move to open the hearing.
Second.
Members, John,
Yes.
Darlene,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
and Bill Cadigan votes yes as well. So open for business. We gotten too far, but we did do a inspection, and we didn't really observe any issues with previous permitted activities and what's going on there now. So we should just go through this.
Did we already read the mandatory referrals into the record the first time?
Yes.
I think we did, yeah.
We went through them all. Yeah. I think
Good.
we did the site visit. I think we were just the next thing was waiting for Stan to say what he needed to say, present.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. You ready, Stan?
I'm ready. Thank you. You've been to the site, so you know where it is. It's the old Amadon Egg Farm on Wheeler Road. You first issued this permit, believe it or not, in 2016. And then we extended it in 2019. And then we extended it again and changed the name because Mr. Shepherd bought it in 2022. And that permit lapsed. We didn't extend it in time, unfortunately. So now we're resubmitting an identical package to what was submitted and approved and extended twice already. The only thing we changed was we updated the topography to reflect where it's already been excavated. The final outcome, the final grading, the erosion control, everything else remains the same as what you've already approved.
And before we go any further, if I could, I want to apologize that I wasn't able to be here at that last meeting. Me and technology don't always work well.
That's all right. I missed the meeting before for the same reason.
Training classes.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
we're just too old for this technological stuff, you
Yeah.
know. That's it. Yep,
Yes.
the kids do this like, getting out of bed in the morning.
I know. So basically, I don't have any changes to report, and as you saw that Gary's doing a pretty good job keeping the place in order, and it's in his interest to do that now. He owns it, so and other than that, there's really nothing for me to report other than we're asking to extend the permit, hopefully for another 3 years, and at that point, if he has somebody that wants to buy the material, he would be done with this at that point in time.
Yeah. Okay. So, does somebody want to incorporate the previous permit by reference? And then we'll think about it if we need any additional conditions.
Should we ask people if anyone else has anything to say before? I don't think there's any members of the public here, but maybe Laurie's here as a member of the public. I don't know. Just to make sure everyone's heard.
Sure. Does anybody have anything to say about this project?
I'm good. Thanks, guys.
Okay.
Hearing nothing, I'd move to extend the special permit
And incorporate.
and incorporate it by reference to the previously issued permit.
Were those specifically the findings of fact from the 2020 decision?
I
That
think they would have been on the original permit, on the 2016 permit. Because
Yeah.
when it got extended, I think we just did exactly what you're doing now, reference the original conditions.
Well,
Yeah, I
we
think
would
you want to go back.
reference,
You want
typically we would reference the latest one in case there were any changes. I don't think there were, but
I don't think there was either, but yeah, that would be, that's fine.
if they're all the
Yep.
same, I don't know if it,
The only thing that I was wondering is there a new separate entrance or is that just carried over from the last permit? Because it mentions here you have a separate new entrance area?
There's no, the entrance from Wheeler and onto the site is the same.
Okay,
There's a new area in front of that new, in front of the new poultry barn. That's all.
oh, okay. All right, so it's not new since the last permit?
No.
Okay, thank you.
Now, there was a mention about dust control in one of the comments. I'd have to go
Yeah.
back and,
I
Yeah,
think
there
that's
was
because there's a road there. It's already
the Board
in dust
Board of Health,
control.
yeah, the Board of Health commented on, that there needs to be some sort of dust control.
And that's gonna be covered in the SWIP that they're required to follow. There are specifications about dust control. Personally, I don't see that there's been any dust problems out there. And I don't know if the Board of Health has, I think they might have just been commenting that that's something that they need to make sure they take care of.
Generically, yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant the entrance. So never mind my comment.
yeah, the two comments from the Board of Health, one was removal of gravel may not create a nuisance condition. And two, dust controls must be used so as not to create a violation to 310 CMR 7.00.
Mhm. And I think that those conditions, those conditions, the dust control conditions and the requirement for SWIP and all that stuff is in the original permit. So I think that's belt and suspenders, but I think those conditions are already in force.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And that's Rick
All right.
doing his job and pointing that out.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't taken enough out of there to create much dust, I don't think. So,
No, there's been a little more than you might think, but yeah, there's still a ways to go.
Mhm. We did have a comment from the land use coordinator. I recommend the ZBA request a construction activity schedule phasing plan to be submitted annually to help monitor activities covered under this permit.
yeah, I was thinking, if you could just tell us how many yards of material have been removed, on an annual basis.
On an annual
That's-
basis. Yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah,
I we could do that. That wouldn't be a problem.
great. I mean, it looks to me like the wetlands are pretty well protected. I mean, I don't know if there's supposed to be more. There's a big hill there that
Right. So,
essentially,
any areas that they're working there are protected. And when they get around the far side, they'll have to add some erosion control back there, but there's no work happening back there now. And there is an existing order of conditions.
okay. Well, those are only good for 3 years, I think, or something, aren't they? Orders of conditions now?
Yeah, that was extended. I think that was extended last year or the year before. So it's still has some time on that permit.
Okay. All right.
Right.
All right.
All right, then I move to grant a special permit to Gary Shepherd for the earth removal application to incorporate the findings of fact. I don't know if there's waivers, all of the motions and conditions in the previous decisions dated November 22nd, 2016 and October 7th, 2020.
Mhm.
Does that sound good?
Second.
That should cover it.
You
I
want to put
cheated.
you want to put an extension date on the permit as well. You want to put a date, because it says it's only good for 3 years, so when would you like it to be renewed?
With to include a condition of expiration, what do you guys say? Was it 3 years?
Another
Not
3
the-
years.
I
What
believe
is-
I believe statutorily it's 5 years.
No, it's written in the zoning bylaw. It cannot be extended past 3 years.
Okay, so then we'll add that condition onto my motion, 3 years.
That's fine.
Second,
Second,
We got a second. Okay. Polling the members, John?
Oh, wait, under any discussion, is there any reason that you don't want 3 years?
No, we'd take as long as you're willing to give us.
Okay,
We just don't have we don't know. Next week somebody could say I need 50,000 yards of fill, or 2.5 years from now somebody could say that. It's all market driven and by the need for somebody to want the material.
Yeah, so 2027.
Well, we'll give you the maximum that the bylaw permits.
Well, thank you. We would appreciate that.
all righty.
So there's a second, polling the members, John,
second, yes?
Darlene,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
and Bill Cadigan will vote yes as well. So the motion carries. We have 14 days to file the decision. You'll get a letter in the mail with the town clerk's stamp on the date it was filed, or copy in the mail.
Mhm.
And you're supposed to record that at the Registry of Deeds, which is available in Lowell these days. And I guess that's it, really.
I don't believe it needs to be
Take your
recorded.
evidence of recording to the building department, and they'll give you, I don't think you get any building department permits for this, but whatever. Just provide evidence to the,
It's a special permit, so it needs to be recorded, and I would imagine
Yeah.
we give the evidence of
Yeah.
that with that.
Yeah. Would you,
And the town-
I disagree with
there's a
that.
20-day appeal period as well. So at the end of that, the town clerk will give you a letter certifying that no appeals have been filed. So,
Right.
So that, I would keep my hot little hands on that letter as well. Okay.
would you
Right.
like,
Are we
make a
all
motion to sign?
Yeah.
So you can.
I
Oh,
move,
wait. I move to allow Bill Cadigan to sign the
No.
decision on
No,
behalf of.
no.
No?
Darlene, not me, because I'm not going to be around this week. So,
Oh, well, I can do it, I think.
I can-
yeah.
all right, I move that Darlene can sign for all of us.
Is there a second?
Second,
Okay, polling the members, John,
yes? Yes.
Darlene,
Yes.
Vicky,
Yes.
and Bill Cadigan votes yes as well. Okay, cool. So we have a way of delivering the decision. All right, thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye now. What else do you want from us, Beth?
Gosh, I think that's it. I did put in the folders if you're interested. There are 2 documents in there, and the comment period just opened. One of them is the UPWP and it's basically the transportation plan. Townsend has a corridor study in there. And this is part of the comment period. So if anybody wants to jump on and review that and make a comment in our favor, that would be awesome. So yeah, corridor study. And then the TIP one is in there as well. The TIP is a little more complicated. Townsend doesn't have any projects in the TIP yet, although we would like to. That's the federal program, so federal and state. But that's about it. Actually, yeah, there is one more thing. There is a public hearing I just scheduled for the planning board. The town received a request for a rezoning of 39 Greenville Road from industrial to residential. It's going on the town meeting warrant, the ATM warrant. So I just scheduled the public hearing for the planning board on May 6th, the night before town meeting, but I just wanted to let you guys know.
Now, was that submitted by March 1st like it was supposed to be?
That came in, I believe, April 8th to the Board of Selectmen. So I know it says April 8th on it. I don't know when the town clerk received it, but I just got it today for planning board.
Well,
So
please check it out, because if it didn't come in on time, it's not happening. Okay?
Well, I know the town administrator is taking care of that, but just to let you know. That's
Who's behind this rezoning? And this is not Scales Lane. Is this the one in the woods that used to be the capacitor factory? Off
39
of,
39 Greenville Road, from industrial to residential is the request.
Trying to think of where
39
it is.
Greenville Road.
9 acres, 9.35 acres,
What is it currently?
industrial. And I want to.
But what's the
rezone-
current use?
I believe there's a single family home, but, I can send you the petition if you want to take a look
Okay.
at it.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be good. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
You can also check, I watched the Board of Selectmen's meeting last night, and you can check that tape.
Thank you,
And
Lori.
You'll see the discussion. Okay?
Okay.
'Cause there was quite a bit of discussion with the Board
I
of
can imagine. Yeah.
But we got-
mean,
No, they are in favor of it being on town meeting, so just take a look at it.
Well, I mean, they can't break the rules even if they're in favor of anything, you know, I mean, if the rule is March 1st and it came in April, then it's got to wait for the special town meeting, the next meeting.
I
I
would
mean,
say
I-
ask the town administrator and your Board of Selectmen.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll talk to Eric
They
about
have,
it.
they have a petition, and I think from Beth, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but from my aspect of it, I originally thought that they didn't even need to do that.
They do.
That they
Yeah.
just needed an A&R. But, so it should be an interesting conversation anyway. It's a learning experience for everyone.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure we don't allow residential in industrial zones. So, you know, we changed the industrial zone to allow the golf course. That was about as close to residential as we got.
Don't
I
you be
mean, a
messing with
lot
my
of people
golf
live on the
course.
golf course.
Don't you be messing with my golf course.
Procedural, we will take care of procedure, that's for sure. It's a statutory procedure
Okay.
to follow.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Are we gonna
Take it
move
easy.
to,
Oh,
are we
Yep.
gonna move to close the meeting? Do we need
Sure.
to do
So move.
second?
Polling members, John,
Yes.
Darlene,
Yes.
Vicky,
yes.
and Bill Cadigan votes yes as well. Okay, we're out of
All right.
business for
Have
tonight.
a beautiful evening.
Take it easy.
Thank you.
You too. Bye-bye now.
Bye.